Susie, I don't know if he still needs it or not. We'll have to ask him. I mean, at this point, all I've been able to say is, way to go, Seahawks. Okay, I haven't done that yet. I got to do that first thing. Give him a proper congratulations for his big win. Would like to say thank you to Seahawks Dating. There's going to be speed dating for Seahawk fans tonight with your host, Mike Bara and Bara in charge. Okay, I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll try to get him to. I mean, he's pretty brave.
I'm brave? That's not a word I would use to describe myself, but thank you.
Anytime.
Well, I don't know, but I would have to say, Mike, you are on a winning streak. That is for certain.
Yeah.
I've been very excited for you over the past week and a half.
Thank you. From the AJ one dropping. All right, what's the update? I mean, just how many views does that crazy thing have now?
We went over 1 million views today. So thank you. That's awesome. And they were expecting considerably less than that. So
in other words, you might get invited back. It was so wildly successful.
It's possible. The show is it appears to be a big hit, so that's exciting. And there's that, and then the football, and the only thing I need now is let's see, Valentine Day is Saturday, so let's hit it on Saturday, guys.
That would be the ultimate Mike Bara trifecta.
Oh, that would be a hat trick.
Super Bowl, massive video, and
an RV.
And me, yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is an RV. Let's have that going for this week too. So, yeah.
Wait, I'm supposed to ask. You had a migraine?
I did wake up this morning with one. I tend to think I went to the dentist yesterday to have some work done, and I have to be sedated because of my gagging reflex. And I tend to think it's a body detox thing. But look, I used to get them like once every week or 10 days. Since I've been on these two things, that's my second one in 5 months. So
that's a heck of an improvement.
Think of that what you will. So I'm not, and it wasn't too bad. It's not that painful. So, but yeah, I did have that, and I appreciate you guys noticing, and I feel much better. I just got done with a nap. So
no, good for you. Of course, it's only 6 o'clock there.
Yeah. So,
wait, what time's it get dark? I mean, I still see light outside.
Actually, no, it's 5 o'clock now.
5 o'clock. Okay.
5 o'clock. It's going to be dark by 5:30 or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we'll watch the sun go down.
Let me see if I can balance the lighting in here a little bit. No, that's worse.
Yep, that's worse. Not much to do when you got light coming from behind you and you're a podcaster.
Seahawks had their victory parade today, so this is the last time this year I can wear the gear. So here I am wearing the gear.
Oh, come on! I wore my Steelers jersey for Super Bowl. You're not out of protest.
I noticed actually a few people down here wearing some Steelers gear for the Super Bowl. That was pretty funny to see.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense.
Somebody in a Ravens shirt. I was genuinely surprised. There were quite a few.
Ravens shirt? I would think you'd get kicked out of a bar for wearing a Ravens shirt.
But of course, it was all more.
That's what I said.
Of the reason to go out and see it was all around the fact that Bad Bunny was performing the halftime show, and so that was the real reason to watch the Super Bowl.
Did anybody watch that? Bad Bunny? I didn't watch it. Did you?
Yeah, question. Cardio for life. Yes. The grape or the berry, whatever that flavor is called, is the best. Second favorite is the peach one. Booger's getting excited. What? Wait. Oh, he's got a birthday coming up. Nope, not gonna happen. I'm in the proper gear. I'm giving Mike a break because the Seahawks won. Zester, I don't know.
Not today, Satan.
Not today. Not today. Well, here's my favorite line I've seen in a story today. Of course, the story came out yesterday, but over at Alt Markets, Epstein's Island, and the Gateway to the Psychology of Evil, and they're talking about it, and I just love this one quote. I can't resist. Well, yeah, let's give the whole one. The people handling this info, meaning the release of all the information, pursue the light. Well, they've got a conundrum. Do they just go ahead and dump all the rest of it on it? I know.
Yeah, Pops, on my side screen is all gone.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
Oh
black.
yeah. All right, give me a sec.
It's gone black.
It decided to log me out and then back in and ruin everything I had set up. So, like, my favorite one here, and they're talking about the people that are in charge of releasing these files, because like Boebert, so many like
Yeah, we had it there a second.
congressmen have gone and sat down and read them. They have to go to a certain spot in the DOJ. They're not allowed to take anything with them. They can make notes, but nothing electronic. But anyways, I love this one because this person is saying that those people, the people releasing it, the people handling this information are faced with a conundrum: pursue the light of truth, dump it all on the internet, and risk full-blown societal chaos. In other words, that's how bad the news is. Or drip feed the info to the public and try to keep the system from imploding. Forget about aliens from outer space. The disclosure of concrete proof that a Luciferian cult of baby-eating bankers, CEOs, politicians, and bureaucrats control the planet is the real black swan event. I was just thinking that. I was like, they told us there would be some huge event. I don't know. We always assumed it'd be like, World War III or who had a cult of Luciferian baby-eating bankers and CEOs.
Yeah, who had that on their bingo card, right?
Who had that on their bingo card?
Well, most of us did, actually.
Well, all right. Who had it on their bingo cards years ago, but were afraid to say it?
Yeah.
To me, the crazy thing is I'm now saying it, and I'm not crazy. It's based on real evidence. That's the part that's crazy.
Yeah, but still, the vast majority of people don't really even know about it. I mean,
most of them don't even care. They're so desensitized.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much going on in the world that you can compartmentalize everything. As the news media, you can keep someone so focused on their little subsection. Just go through the advertising options on things like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, etc., where they just break it down and they're like, well, all these people, all they're paying attention to is, essentially soap operas and beauty videos. Everybody else is just watching, culture type TikToks for 3 hours a day. They keep everybody so distracted because the algorithms made it so easy to just section us off.
Oh yeah. I mean, how many hours and social media hours are wasted over fighting over the halftime show when we should have been discussing these baby eating bankers? Yeah. I mean, it was brilliant. And they would get us whipped in. Their bots would go in there and say, "Oh my God, don't watch this, watch that." And what a massive distraction. How absolutely effective, turning so many of us well-intentioned people into useful idiots.
Yeah. But it was, the culture wars are worth.
Nobody wants to be a useful idiot, but I really think they're turning us into useful idiots. Many, I say not necessarily the people in here, but in general.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you think the culture wars are worth fighting? I mean, you bring in, look, all the NFL has to do to hit a home run is not be offensive, right? It's all you have to do.
That would be a home run. And at this point,
you look at
you're
this,
right.
You look at this Bad Bunny guy. First of all, more than half the country fucking detests rap and hip hop. Excuse my Greek. Sorry about that, Kukla. So we hate it. You bring in a guy who doesn't even speak English, whose lyrics are Spanish and filthy. And, I'm supposed to let my 9-year-old kid who you want to grow up to be a football fan watch this. What if he goes out and reads the lyrics of what this bozo was singing about? Why can't we just have Kiss, a little harmless satanic Jew guys from New York trying to make money and get laid? I mean, why can't we just have something wholesome like that?
That we're having this conversation is pretty twisted.
Well, it's funny because it's like what I'm kind of getting at is we should go back and forth between modern music and classic music, modern music and country music, and have something like that happen, but they just keep pushing it farther to the left. And most people don't know Hecklefish was actually born in a river that ran through Chernobyl. That's where he came from.
That would explain his odd intelligence level.
Yeah, and his sense of humor. So, I mean, what I'm saying, why is the color not changing?
I want to go back. I want to go back to marching bands for half times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there have been a lot of great halftime shows at Super Bowls. This was not one of them, and the ratings reflected that. And you bled 6 million people over to 10 million over to the Puppy Bowl and TPUSA. Congratulations, NFL.
Do they still do the Puppy Bowl?
I think that there is one thing that everybody does have to realize, that they also broadcasted for the first time the Super Bowl to essentially every Spanish market across the entire planet, around 1.6 billion people. And that happened for the first time ever.
Was that
and
the first
so where actually they were watching. And it was something that was interesting enough to draw massive crowds across. We saw that here. There was not a bar in the entire place, not a restaurant across the island that was planning on doing anything for the Super Bowl the past years we've been in Puerto Rico. Guess what? This year, every single place in town has been advertising and talking about the Super Bowl for a very long time. And so while I think essentially the numbers in the States will be down, what they're going to be looking at is the biggest international numbers they have ever had for a Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
And that is going to be what influences the decision in the coming years, not the fact that, they pissed off a buttload of Americans. Americans were going to watch the Super Bowl regardless. And so it didn't really matter what they did. What they did was they suddenly brought in millions of new fans. And I have a bad feeling that's how they're going to plan on viewing it in the coming years. But
it's just going to make the Canadian Football League great again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Here's a question for you. Well, Mike, you're probably not drinking.
No, actually, I'm just drinking Pellegrino tonight, but yeah.
Oh, he started moving again. Zester, are you having anything? Or am I drinking by myself?
Yeah, no, I think you're on your own this evening.
Yeah.
The unofficial sponsor of Whisky and Wisdom, Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. They should become an official sponsor.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. If you got a good whiskey company out there, distillery, reach out. We can talk. Whether you want just one episode or, a continuing thing, I mean, we can. Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Is it dating? I mean, you guys seem pretty sleepy. I mean, you would think the week off to rest last week would have gotten you hooked up.
We can talk about football. We could talk about the Seattle Seahawks. We could talk about that for a long time.
I figured y'all were going to spend 30 minutes, debating the Super Bowl this week, but because Mike's team won, there's nothing to talk about. It would have been an hour and a half of debating every call inside of the game.
Yeah,
if the Patriots had won. So.
I was concerned, and I was concerned about the officiating, as I always am, because Seattle is a small market team. But think about this. This was proposed to me as a conspiracy theory. The Seahawks basically have to be sold now. According to Paul Allen's will, his sister Jody ran the team for a while, but they need to be sold at some point. And there was a thing where if they were sold, they had to give 10% of the proceeds to the state of Washington, because the state of Washington financed some bonds to build the Seahawks Stadium back in 1999. So that expired last year, mid-2024. So the team can now be sold without that several $100 million penalty. They don't have to pay the taxes to the state anymore because the bonds have expired. So if they were to be sold, and they were to be sold for, they now could be sold for what would probably be a record, because every time they sell a football team, there's a new record, somewhere between $6.5 and $8 billion they could be sold for. That would set a new record, which, what does that do, Mark? That increases the valuation.
All the other teams.
All of the other teams. So all of the other owners have an incentive to make the Seahawks the most marketable, saleable team coming up, because there's no other team right now that looks like they're ready to be sold. So you could argue that they were allowed to win the Super Bowl or not interfered with because they wanted them to win the Super Bowl to thereby increase their price point. Because at this point, they're, very valuable. They're a very valuable commodity. The merchandising, shirts you can make money off of. So I thought that was really interesting. What do you think about that conspiracy theory, that they were actually not held back by the refs? And you got to say the refs didn't interfere at all in the last 2 or 3 games. Not that they helped the Seahawks, but they sure didn't hurt them. But they were kind of let because they let them do that because they're going to be sold. So you may as well let them win the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I think, of course, just to whip up a little more controversy for the night, because, the greatest rivalry in sports is still Duke, Carolina, and that hardly officiate a game. They just suspended the entire officiating crew for that one. Fined the Carolina team bench. I mean, we proved one thing. That team has had no class since Dean Smith left.
Yeah. Well, so my thing.
Zester's over here laughing because he knows I'm going to get people just all worked up.
Well,
that's just, that's the blood feud of North Carolina.
Well, Mark, I'm trying. This is my roundabout way of asking if you want to be an investor in my purchase of the Seahawks.
I was going to ask you if you want to be an investor in my purchase of the Steelers.
No. Yeah, no,
it's not a conflict of interest because one's AFC and one's NFC.
That seems like a quid pro quo. You want dollars for the Seahawks. You got to be throwing some dollars for the Steelers.
But the Seahawks are up for sale and the Steelers are not right now. It looks like so.
True.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, I'm just reading a few of these. Seems like, it's one of those. I'm afraid sports rigging has made it to college basketball. And just let me be delusional and think that it wasn't there a long time ago. Just let me have my delusions.
Yes.
They make me feel a little better about life.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people, at least I'm not deluded that there's not a satanic Luciferian cult of baby-eating bankers, CEOs, politicians, bureaucrats, etc. At least it's easier for me to accept that than it is that all sports are rigged. That's sad, too. Oh, geez, I need help.
I think the prediction markets are going to take those things to an even crazier level. Because it's going to become very, very easy.
Well, and it is interesting,
getting better and better to start to figure out when something occurs that's genuinely
as for instance, it was 29-13, and then Kenneth Walker, the third, who won the MVP award, breaks away for a touchdown to make it. Would have made it 36-13, right? Which puts the game over the 45.5 over under. And it was called back on a penalty that was clearly a penalty, but it's the kind of thing that happens on every play, and they usually don't call it on every play. So late in the fourth quarter, was there some manipulation there of the score to make sure, not the manipulation of the outcome, but just the manipulation of the score to help the betting markets in some way, shape, or form? What if that turns out to be true?
Hey, dude, the betting markets have now made it into politics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can bet on whether they're going to pass a law, when we go to war, when we're going to attack Iran next. It is.
I'm pulling up what the current trending prediction market is on that front, just out of curiosity. Politics. I
mean, it's funny though, because you look at these betting markets and they have, the Democrats are 61% to retake the Senate, and I'm like, they're polling at 20%. Seriously, you people think that? I mean, just because people are pissed at Republicans doesn't mean they're going to vote for Democrats.
To place it in perspective, there's $159 million right now on who will Trump nominate as Fed chair, Kevin Marsh or Judy Shelton. It's 95% to 4%, but there's $159 million sitting on that right
Well,
there.
who are they favoring then? Marsh?
Kevin Warsh is apparently
heavily favored.
Gonna win this thing.
I heard he was in the Epstein files. Is that correct? That he was mentioned?
I
Actions?
don't think that's accurate.
I'm betting
I
I can bet on that one right here on Call Sheet. Let's see if he is. You can probably see a bet it is. It's Kevin Warsh in the Epstein files. Let's see what the volume is on that market.
Yeah, speaking of polls,
people are someday going to look back at this and realize how crazy the world genuinely is at this point in time. People are betting on make-believe, made-up financial markets that are representative of the real world. It's realistic. It is the real world, and it's being tracked off of what's happening in the real world. That's how these people get paid out. Yeah. That's why they're betting hundreds of millions of dollars, because it's guaranteed that if it does happen, they will get paid.
Yeah, it's not a question whether the bookie's going to pay. It's a smart contract.
Yep, they will get paid. And so if it happens, they get paid.
Yeah, Dr. Sarah Brodsky there at 5:15 is saying, how about that guy that went shirtless on the field? Did you see this? This guy bet $50,000 that there would be a streaker. And then he goes to the game, has a friend there in the front row, has a friend jump onto the field. All the security runs to the friend. So he takes his shirt off, jumps over the railing, and runs onto the field in the third quarter. And
made money, baby.
$300 and some odd $1,000. Now, if I was the casino, I'd say, well, no, you didn't win because you were not a streaker. You just had your shirt off. You still had your pants on, buddy, so you don't qualify as a streaker. That's what I would say if I was the casino. But this is the rumor that this is. I
don't know, 300,000. I might try to find out how to run across the field streaking, and I can't walk yet.
Yeah, well, actually, that's an even more preposterous bet, though, Pops. A streaker is going to roll across the field, and that is going to easily double the payout.
Amen.
We're making more money on account of that. And so this is going to work out.
A bearded man in a gold mankini is going to roll across the field in a wheelchair. 174 to 1 on that
one. This is just fun. Dr. Sayers in the house. I think Jen's in the house. We've already seen some of our favorite mods in the house.
Dominated too. I don't think John Schneider's going back to Green Bay anytime soon. I think he's going to stick it out where he is, as long as he has a multi-billion-dollar owner who will give him any resources he needs. And by the way, John Schneider has not been exactly brilliant in the last 10 years. Last couple of years, he's been pretty good. But I'd like to say thank you to the Minnesota Vikings for giving us the quarterback we needed to get over the hump and win the Super Bowl. Just
think the chance of him, that would have been the bet to take. The chance of him winning a Super Bowl ring ever at this point. And then he gets one at Seattle the way he got it. I mean, Seattle's season was done.
Yeah.
They weren't even going to make the playoffs. I know, I don't want to upset you, Mike, but it's true.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, then they got Sam Darnold.
I got paid the over-under 7.5. I made money.
I really do believe they would not have gone near. They would not have the Super Bowl if they hadn't picked him up.
Not if Geno had still been a quarterback. Oh, hell no. They wouldn't have gotten close. Yeah. A consortium of RV investors to buy the Seahawks. I'm down for that. Let me do that. You know, Mark, it is weird though. It is kind of a little odd to me that I'm always fantasized about buying the Seahawks and all this stuff, and then it seems like we're really close to the big R, and they're up for sale. And I'm like, maybe this isn't a coincidence. I don't know. Hope not. It would be cool. Although I don't know if I'd be a good owner or not.
No, I hear you.
Plus, I'd have to be in Seattle.
You'd be making PR problems all the time for the team.
I'd be Jerry Jones.
It would be a never ending. They'd be like, man, we spent half our time trying to rectify what Mike Bara did at the strip club in Las Vegas last weekend.
Yeah.
And we never get to focus on the actual football team.
Yeah. Mike Bara and Tom Brady were seen hanging out at the Crazy Horse 2, just south of Allegiant Stadium. Actually, probably be more fun to buy the Raiders, but
I don't know. It might be fun for me to buy the Browns. When somebody suggested, I started thinking about it.
yeah, Brian Engelman, my Strictly Football co-host or host, Brian is a big Browns fan. So,
Well, it's a long weekend. We got a day off. 3-day weekends. I don't know if that holds up. You hearing anything good? Maybe we can buy some teams. I'm probably not going to buy a team. I'm really looking forward to fading off into anonymity.
The only thing I heard was that's different than just, it's today, it's tomorrow, it's next Sunday. Is that there's a guy in Brazil. Oh shit! Should I have said that? A guy in Brazil who had a visa to be in Brazil. Big whale.
Guy in Brussels. All right.
And yeah, Brussels, Brazil, and had to leave the country, go to a neighboring country because his visa was about to run out. Only had a couple days left, and then it would be delayed by weeks or months to get another visa. Anyway, he flew back, I guess, yesterday because he's positive that he's getting paid out of Brazil on his bonds. So that's why he's there in Brazil.
By a cornhole team. I mean, I'm hearing good things. I got a contact.
I'm a cornhole champion. I kicked everybody's ass at cornhole. Everybody.
Well, that would be the way. We've learned already from George Soros and all of them. So if you've got all the money in the world and you want to start changing culture and society, you invest in the small levels. So they invest in the small levels of politics. If you want to make certain that whatever your sport is the sport, you would go around and you would invest in every local club.
Bowling.
Like every if you love baseball, you'd go around and you'd invest in every city's baseball program, and you'd make certain their marketing was killing it so that everybody in town was showing up to the baseball game.
They have a really nice minor league stadium here for the Las Vegas minor league team, but who the hell wants to go sit outside in the summer in Vegas? Not me. So
yeah, family and the whole the jock tax in California. What was it? Yeah. They got paid $175,000 for winning, and it ended up costing Sam Darnold like $310,000 to win, minus the $175,000. So I mean, he lost like $135,000 by playing in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That he had to pay out of his own pocket.
Right. It was
just for the privilege of getting that ring.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, and it was, nobody's California is that effed up.
And they want to know why Oakland Raiders are now the Vegas Raiders, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And give it time, Vegas may have may have like 4 teams. I mean, they may end up with the Rams, they end up with San Francisco 49ers. I mean, would you stay?
No.
I want it. I mean, any contract signed by a California team would have to come with a hell of a premium.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the state income taxes, it's insane. So, yeah, and you would think
by the Chicago Bears. Only if Ditka can come out of retirement.
Yeah, is Ditka still with us?
Oh, Bears.
The Bears. Well, if he's not, we're just going to clone him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, guys, remember Valentine's Day is this weekend, Saturday. So what does that mean, folks? The 14th means you get out there and you meet some ladies, because any lady you run into in a bar who's not with her man is feeling pretty bad. So she's looking for a new
to beau. Make another bad decision.
Looking for a new beau, and you could be beau. You gotta show up, and you gotta be nice, and you gotta talk, and you gotta give her attention. And who knows?
All right, this is a golden opportunity for us to ask Mike. Just what would you say? What would your pickup line be? You see that girl there? She's drinking. She's dressed up. She looks a little bitter, maybe. I don't know, or maybe it's a guy. He's looking kind of upset. Take it from the male perspective and the female perspective. What's going to be the opener?
Well, it's just, hi, how you doing, baby? What's your sign? Why is this place so crowded? Oh, it's Valentine's Day? I had no idea. Being a single guy, you just don't ever pay attention to things like that. Man, I had completely lost track of the date.
I think what Mike said is, I've been so busy, just got back from Africa, taking care of all of those babies in those villages.
I just returned from the moon, where we have a secret space program base. That's much
I didn't even, I guess it would depend on what she looks like. Does she look like she's...
I just got out of interstellar customs, and they took away my damn phaser. I can't believe that. It's like it was registered and everything, but they said, no, I can't walk around with that because I might vaporize people. So I don't know. You just say, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? You don't say anything about Valentine's Day. You just sort of let it be clear that it's Valentine's Day and they don't have dates. Would you like one?
Yeah. Hey, I got a summer place on the moon if you ever want to go.
I got a summer place on the moon.
Well, I'm going to be skiing on Pluto.
Yeah. Pluto doesn't look like that much of a fun place to ski. There's a lot of ice. There ain't a lot of snow. It doesn't look like so.
All right, yeah. Here's a question: is it a planet again? Is it a planetoid? Is it not a planet?
You
want to talk about confused? Pluto is confused.
It's a planet. Screw you guys. It was technically it's an escape moon of Neptune, but I consider it a planet. For sure. In Michael Salas's book. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Now, I've got the big question. How many people have watched the entire 3.5 hours Wi-Fi interview with Mike Bara?
Well, I got a call yesterday from a friend who's a lady that I like. And she watched the whole thing, but she was sick and stuck in bed, so she had to watch the whole thing. But she liked it. She thought it was good. I'm like, well, it's cool to hear from you. Let's go on a date. So,
was she in Spain?
No, she's in the OC.
Okay, just checking.
And she's over 30.
So,
what are your thoughts on Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I hate him. I hate his fucking guts.
All right, I don't want you to hold back, Mike. I want you to, air your real feelings here.
He's disinformation. He's a little rapey, and he's not a good guy. And he just did I say that? Sorry, Zester, did that slip out?
I feel like we're going to need some,
some editing.
A little bit of a backstory here.
Yeah. There's Jen. Hi, Jen.
Yeah, we might need a backstory there.
I did win a little money. No, he's not a good guy. He's pure disinformation. Toe the NASA line. Don't let anybody believe the truth. It's pathetic.
All right, I think about the only way that the Epstein / whatever, I only see like pretty much 2 options for him. Okay, maybe 3. Massive instant sudden World War III, so everybody's like too busy.
Yeah.
The aliens have got to show up, like not just kind of maybe, not like a new really cool Bigfoot picture. No, they need something they need to land like on top of Big Ben in London or the White House or something. Yeah. Either that or at this point, they're going to need like an asteroid to wipe out
I just imagine the aliens landing and then going on the late night circuit. To introduce themselves. Let's go up on Jimmy Kimmel first.
Did you guys
then we'll all just have a genuine freak out.
You guys know the most overworked employees apparently on the planet are the guys that guard Big Ben because they work around the clock. Heard that one.
Rim shot.
Good work.
There is the rumor of Trump announcing aliens on July 8th, which is a really interesting date, if you know, and I know it's an interesting date. July 8th, Trump is supposed to announce aliens. So, be a nice distraction. The question then becomes is what else is going to be happening on July 8th that we need to be distracted from, right?
Yeah, did you pass a legal bet?
Well,
yes.
actually,
yeah. I put my money where my mouth is, and I guess I did win some money. I won about $50, but I would have won a lot more if Hunter Henry had scored the first touchdown in the game. Then I would have won like $1,500. So.
Well, I do have a question for you. I saw one of the Y-Files on the event in August of this year where apparently gravity's supposed to turn off for
oh yeah, I haven't watched
I forgot about that one. Yeah, gravity's just going to turn off for a while. Now think about that.
I don't see how
we have like floating water. I mean,
well, I haven't watched the episode yet.
All I know is like the girl that Mike said was too heavy for him.
I don't see how that happens because mass creates gravity, or at least there's a direct connection between mass and gravity, and we're on this massive planet. So all of a sudden, none of us have any mass for 7 seconds.
Apparently, he ends up AJ ends up completely going against it and debunking it.
Yeah,
that it's not true at all. But that does not change the fact that I would like to have a live stream that day where we turn all the cameras upside down. And then we go live. So it just looks like all of us are floating upside down.
The thing is, if you were able to pull a stunt like that off,
I mean, it'd be funny. I mean, it's dumb, but I don't know. So there'd be people that would buy it. So
well, it would set the stage for anti-gravity.
Watch it.
It would set the stage for anti-gravity propulsion systems. So, we figured out what happens.
Well, he argues that essentially if you turn gravity off, I mean that the whole world would just end, full cataclysmic event in the 7 seconds because, all the oceans would, water would just suddenly flood the land, complete pandemonium. But it's not real. But hey, it'd be fun.
Well, that's a question. If we started floating and the world is actually going 14,000 miles an hour, would it just spin like underneath us and be like, what? Dude?
Yeah, it's a good question because we'd be somewhere else spatially, wouldn't we?
And another big question is how are atmospheres genuinely entirely based off of mass? Because that seems to be like something that scientists claim, but also does not make sense. Because there are massive planets that do not have atmospheres. And so people say, well, you need mass in order to have an atmosphere. There's obviously something, there's more ingredients necessary.
There's more ingredients necessary.
And so, that one's curious to me.
Mike, you want to find that link and put it over in our chat so I can share it with everybody who has not watched it. See if we can break that 2 million mark.
Yeah, it's a new show for the Y-Files. They're calling it The Basement, where it's this interview room.
Boy, that was fast. I wasn't ready for that to be that fast.
I was doing it as it was brought up. So yeah, I was doing it. Looking for it. And it's a new Joe Rogan style format interview thing with AJ, and AJ is great. It was really interesting. I saw AJ the first episode. I'm episode 2. Was he actually interviewed his wife, Jen?
No way, really?
They told their origin story. And this is something that I want to send to all of the men and all of the women in the audience to pay attention to. There's one moment in there where they're talking about how they had all these businesses and they all failed, and they tried to grow weed, and bugs were eating the weed, and then they got ladybugs to eat the bugs, and they all died, and all this stuff. And he goes, I'm surprised he stuck with me through that. And she says, I believe in you, she said to him. And I thought to myself when I saw that, gentlemen, here's your piece of advice. Here's Mike Bara's good dating advice, bad dating advice for tonight. If a woman ever looks you in the eye and says, I believe in you, marry her. like within 2 seconds. Marry her.
That's
What's the best thing a wife can say to her husband besides yes? I believe in you. Boom. Let's get married.
I assume that's the same thing that the Easter Bunny said and the Tooth Fairy said. That's poignant. Thank you, Mike. No, that actually I think is important.
It really did. It really did get me. I'm like, that guy married the right woman. Absolutely. Absolutely picked the right girl.
I'm just looking for somebody that believes in me the way Valentino believes in Zester.
Yeah. Find somebody that looks at you the way the Prime Minister of Croatia looks at Donald Trump. Have you ever seen that? I think it's Croatia. Whenever she's in a picture with him, she's just like, oh.
Or like the Prime Minister of Italy looks at Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly.
Adoringly, like. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
I'm just going to say again some of the comments over here. Yes, games can be rigged in the NFL. There's no question. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No question.
That game was not rigged. Okay. That last game was not rigged.
Oh, easy to say when your team wins.
Yeah. It sounds like a game denier to me here.
If your significant other is mad at you, put a cape on them and say, now you're super mad. If they laugh, marry them. Also good advice.
I think Sabic has better advice than we usually give.
Plus, the Patriots are known for cheating, so wouldn't it be fair to cheat against the Patriots?
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
You're making a convincing argument in my Steelers world.
Jeff says my line should be, hi, I'm Mike Bara from Ancient Aliens. What's your name? Actually, that is something.
Look, I've heard that a lot already.
I do a variation of that, but what I will do is, like, if a chick's like, well, who are you? I'll just look at her and go, I'm the most famous guy in this bar. And that worked great until I was at a party where Fabio showed up.
What an ass.
I hate Fabio.
Ruining your night like that.
Fabio?
Opening line.
Fabio.
You know who I am? I'm the most famous guy in this bar.
Well, who's Fabio?
Oh, I can't even believe your ass like you said that.
Sorry.
I mean, he's only the heartthrob of like the 80s and 90s for Desperate Housewives. Here, let me
heartthrob.
Let me see if I can find for you. Here we go. Fabio.
Oh, okay.
You know that guy.
He was like on the cover of like pretty much every romance novel for
it's a very German looking fella.
He looks rough. I mean, ladies.
Nice guy too. He was very nice.
No, that's great that he was nice, but women have horrendous taste in men. I mean, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Good looking guy with a great job walks by, really solid, no interest at all. Guy with 4 warts, genital issues, whatever. Complete ass, bad boy. Maybe he's got a leather jacket.
Rides a motorcycle, has tattoos, sleeve arms. Oh God, I love that guy. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I saw a post the other day, and this guy says, I really want to break up with my girlfriend, but I don't know how to do it. And some dude replies to him, and he says, just be really nice, super nice to her, and do everything she wants you to do. They hate that.
Yeah. Treat them well, they'll go. It's like How to Lose a Guy in 50. What was that movie?
Start being super nice and agreeable to her. They hate that.
Yeah, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or some crazy movie that was out there. I think that's like, the notion. Just treat them well for a week or two. They're gone.
And the other thing too is some of the ladies here are like, well, I'm not looking for a guy I'm going to meet at a bar. Well, how are you going to meet somebody then? Get out and meet some men, and you'll find out there's a lot of good ones out there that would like to have a wife.
Mike's actually working for the Black Hats now and didn't want me to share my bond. No, my bond one was easy, and I did start to share it earlier. But it's simply a number of bond deals that have been done. The buyer is UST, and they have guaranteed them from historic assets to others. They're still guaranteeing them this month. So I'm just hopeful we're going to see something really crack open soon. No. Kukla, he's got too much going on. Let's see. I have appeared on TV with the words "grilling expert" under my name. True story.
Cool. How do you want us to fill your chyron? They ask you that when you're on Fox News or something. So drilling expert.
Wait, is Fabio gay? Fabio's not gay, is he?
Didn't appear to be from the evening that I spent around him. No. Not gay.
All right, just
You're
check.
saying yes, Mike?
Not appear to be gay.
You certainly didn't ask him.
Feel like I needed to. Felt like he was making it very clear.
Slogo says he's bi. He'll just pay for it if he can't get it.
All right.
Is that what you mean by bi?
That's not what he means. No.
Oh.
When Cardi B tried to give a Tesla robot a lap dance and it fell over on top of her. No, I'm not kidding. It's out there. Let me see if I can find it, Mike or Mark. Mike, I called you Mark.
Mark. Yeah, whatever.
Cardi B. I think it was.
Hey, it's one of those. I couldn't tell you a thing about the fella other than I don't think there was a. Oh, really? Booger, you were on an episode of Pickers? Oh, Booger Pickers. Duh. Totally fell for that one, Booger.
Oh, yeah, he got you with that. Okay, Mark.
That one was a good one. Oh, PT, I love this one. I met my husband in a psych hospital. Dude, I would leave it right there. Don't mention that you were working.
Yeah.
Just we went crazy over each other. All right. I had too much fun with that one. All right. What's this?
I sent you a link to the Tesla robot.
Yep. Let's put this one up. The Tesla robot. Wait.
Rewind it there. Yeah, you got to rewind it. So she comes up to the robot and starts giving it a lap dance, and it just goes down on top of her.
She's trying to work it, get a response out of it. And it's like, yeah, not in punk.
Yeah, I don't think the silence are quite perfected yet.
When you see a woman like that play dead, guys, that is clearly a sign of advanced AI intelligence in that robot.
He's like,
awesome.
Yeah, you are a red flag.
Red flag.
Red alert. Red.
Let's see. I did Dunlap motorcycle tire. Look, we're having fun now.
What other brushes with greatness have people in the audience have? Fabio is married to a famous tennis player. They have 3 kids.
That's a good one. Yeah, Mike, what's wrong with? Well, Mike's been chasing. That could explain your vertigo last week.
Yeah, oh yeah, it does. Fiery Leo, they put in 5G plus towers in November in my area here, and I woke up the next day, lost about 50% of the hearing in my left ear, and Barkley was blind. And since then, we've recovered a significant amount of his eyesight, but my hearing is still not great. And when I pop my ear, pull on it like that and pop it and do this, it seems to get a little better at times. And I'm going to go see a specialist tomorrow here in Vegas, supposed to be one of the best in the world. So hopefully we can get that fixed, and along with my dizziness and vertigo problems. So that's
all the other conspiracy theories that have now been proven not conspiracy theories. I wonder if the whole 5G tower thing is going to finally come out.
Well, let's hope so, and let's hope they start shielding these things or using different technology, or but I don't know if that'll heal damaged tissue or not. So we'll see. I mean, I had an MRI last week, and nothing remarkable in my MRI that would indicate any significant structural damage. So I don't know what's going on there.
Fred, good to see you in the house. Did he do a Can't Believe It's Not Butter commercial? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but that would have been like daytime TV with all the ladies, and I didn't watch daytime television.
Yeah.
Crazy, I know. I went to work instead. Is a RV ever going to happen? What do you think? Oh, I very much believe the RV is going to happen.
I've already had my first lady friend texted me. I believe in you. Nice try. Nice try.
Yeah. So, what are your big plans for Saturday? Is it Saturday? Wait, guys, when's Valentine's?
Saturday.
Saturday is okay. It's Saturday. You got any big plans?
Theoretically, I have a date, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if she's gonna get back to me on specifics. So we'll see.
Is your specialist at the Bellagio? It's possible. He plays a piano there.
He's in Henderson.
Okay.
Go ahead, tomorrow. Let's see where Bella's at.
Dating question. Do you buy candy or flowers or both?
Well, it depends. Flowers are more expensive than candy, right? And it depends on if she's your serious girl. Is she your wife? Is she your fiance? Is she just your girlfriend? If she's just your girlfriend, buy her chocolates, but don't buy her the real stuff. Buy her the diabetic chocolate so she can't get fat. I'm just kidding. Sorry, girls. I had to say that.
Hey, don't worry about it. When she starts cooking for you, it's going to be skim milk instead of whole milk. It's going to be. It goes both ways. The only difference is guys talk about it. Ladies just quietly do it.
Yeah. If she's your wife, she deserves flowers. She does. She deserves flowers. So get your wife some flowers. As long as she acknowledges the significance of March 23rd.
Flying Squirrel, I locked Daryl Worley in an airplane lab. Daryl Worley actually played in Puerto Rico a few weeks ago.
Look it up, Zester. Look it up, Zester. March 23rd.
My wife is a straight chocolate and Kahlua girl.
Yeah, my ex-wife used to love Kahlua. Anything sweet.
Yeah.
I think that one's highly contingent upon generation, how long you've known each other. Like if you've just met someone and you like just have barely met them, don't show up with more than a flower.
Don't overdo it.
One flower would be
one rose.
Cute.
Yeah.
Anything more than that, and it seems like you've honestly been watching them for a while.
Yeah. Seems a little stalky.
You know too much about them at that point.
Wait a minute. You weren't supposed to show up like with a dozen red roses I don't know. Ladies sound off. Tell us what the guys are. What do you want them to do for Valentine's? I mean, guys, it's easy. They just want to eat and get a back rub.
Yep. And men don't lead with money. Never lead with money. I don't care how much money you have.
Because then you got to end with money, and it ends with money.
You do not lead with money unless you're Elon Musk. Unless people already know you're a famous millionaire, billionaire. You just act like money's not a big deal. Don't lead with money. Lead with your personality. Is that you still looking up March 23rd?
No, I didn't look anything up.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You should look it up.
No.
Let me see what results I get.
I'm afraid to find out what I'm going to find out.
Yeah. I've just operated under the assumption that if Mike Bara recommends that you do a search online, that you need to open up a private browser.
Is the 82nd day of the year, 83rd in leap years in the Georgian calendar? I don't know.
Yeah.
In ancient times, King Conrad crowns himself King of Italy. Treaty of Constance.
Okay, now add the word steak to the search, Mark.
All right.
And anybody watched any good TV shows lately? I watched House of Asher, Spartacus House of Asher on Cinemax.
The annual stakeout scheduled for, it's actually the 23rd annual stakeout scheduled for March 21st.
No, March 23rd.
Yeah, no, I looked at it, and that's what it gave me instead.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's not giving me anything, man.
Okay. Maybe you need to use Bing, because Bing definitely gave me something.
I put March 23rd steak.
Yeah, I just put it in your private chat, so.
All right, that'll work.
It's the male equivalent of Valentine's Day.
Boy, I'm still not getting it.
Anybody else watch
And I'm using Bing.
any good shows?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, there is something I should explain to folks. Your search engine and the algorithms it uses changes itself for all of us based on what we search and what we do. We can have the exact same searches, search for the exact same words, and we're going to come up with different results because they're using algorithms to manipulate us. Just to share what they think we want to watch, so we'll get more clicks. That's the claim.
Oh, yeah.
But it is highly manipulated. We could be using the exact same browser we search and come up with absolutely different results with the exact same search.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to get out of your echo box, because every one of us is in an echo box if we use modern technology, clear your cookies all the time. You want to have some fun? Do a search with a certain phrase. See what it pops up. Then clear all your cookies. Restart your system and do the same search again.
If I clear all my cookies, then I have to remember all my logins.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things you guys should consider just to get an idea of just how heavily manipulated we are to keep us in our own echo boxes, just so we always get confirmation of what we think. Oh, it's crazy.
See, Jen loves
it. It has become like a passion of mine to make certain that I don't get myself pigeonholed into a thought process. It's kind of scary when you start doing a deep dive on just how manipulated we are. It's nuts.
Yep. I know. It's like we have all this information at our fingertips, but we see this filtered version of it. Oh God, 9 of the 7 Kingdoms.
I haven't watched any
100
other
years
yet.
before. I don't know. I've heard so many people comment how great it is.
I read the book for that one because it's the Duncan Egg story, and it's a far shorter read. And so after having watched the series, I was curious about the overall writing of him, because I had heard that the writing was honestly not that great. And so I read those. I thought that the writing was good. Reminiscent of Robert Jordan in terms of his fascination. Reminiscent in terms of how his fascination on extremely non-important details that end up being far more important in the future. He's a very, very descriptive writer. It was good, and I would say that the short story was a great read. I've not watched the series at all, though, and I don't know if I really plan on it. I kind of like the fact that I read the story on that one, enjoyed it, and I'm just going to kind of be happy with
leave it right
the
there.
fact that I enjoyed the story.
I did not like it.
At this point, I'm just so horribly upset with the ending of after 3 seasons of American Gods. Very, very, very clever.
Yeah.
Writing. Oh, yeah. Last season or so, they had to have their woke scene or two because they were getting into the 2020s or whatever. But
have y'all watched that one?
Great. Very true to the game. Very true to the game.
What I was going to say about Spartacus is that, to caution you, is it is an excellent series of. There's like 4 of them now. House of Asher is sort of an alternate "what if this had happened instead" thing, but it's gruesome. So if you can't take blood and gore, you don't want to watch the Spartacus series. But if you can, it's incredible television.
American Gods is that way too. Don't. Yeah. Watched one, and it's got Tim Robbins watched Silo. They've got 2 seasons out. I thought it was good.
Yeah. In terms of modern shows, I just don't watch them. I do enjoy. There's this gal I met. She has a YouTube channel called Popcorn in Bed, and she's like a Mormon gal from Utah, Cassie, and she's really cute and very innocent. And she started watching Game of Thrones. She watched all the Star Treks, and she loved those. And, I actually met her at Star Trek Vegas here and did an interview with her. She started watching Game of Thrones, and she's just like, and it just, and there was this one couple, Rob Stark and his girlfriend, and she's watching it, and then she says, "Oh," she goes, "Oh, they're kissing." She goes, "Oh, they don't just kiss on Game of Thrones." She's like, "Oh, they don't just kiss on Game of Thrones. No, they don't just kiss. Goes a little farther than that on Game of Thrones." So, highly recommend. Like, it's really fun because it's almost like you can rewatch the series without actually watching the episodes. She just reacts to them. But I recommend that channel for entertainment. She's really smart and fun. Christopher Plummer came over for a party in our Paris apartment. I've never met him before and was cooking with some fancy mushrooms. And I said, yeah, isn't that amazing how many actors are short guys? They're short. That's why they went into acting, because they're, not going to be a great athlete. You're muted, Mark. Mark, you're muted. Is he muted?
Yes, he's muted.
Okay.
I was just saying, so she'd mentioned that, and I know people that have used some of these YouTube exercises and gotten rid of their vertigo. It's like, okay.
Maneuver thing. It's crystals. My crystals are not the problem, so that won't work. But I do appreciate it.
Wait, Chuck Norris. How tall is Chuck Norris? Doesn't matter. He still kick your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
He's Chuck Norris.
He's Chuck Norris. Wow, it would be great to meet.
I don't know. How tall is Chuck Norris?
Christopher Plummer.
I'm gonna guess 5'9".
All right. Anybody take numbers? I'm guessing 5'10".
I got.
Oh yeah,
$1 on 5'9". $1.
I did hear the Dawson Creek guy died. Yeah. But which Dawson Creek guy?
James Vanderbeek.
Really? Oh, he was in another series? Is it something?
Friday Night Lights, or what was that football movie? We talked about it on the football show.
He's younger than I am.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. Yeah.
Oh, that is scary.
Well, Mark, he probably took the thing that you didn't take. Probably. So, Christopher Plummer, that would be cool. He was in a Hamlet. I think he was starring.
Wow.
James Vanderbeek, yeah. Dawson's Creek and forget the football movie.
He played in another one that was I thought it was hilarious, and he played he played himself basically, but he played himself as a washed up movie star. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I wonder, they're gonna give it. Nope, they're not gonna. In there, they're not gonna tell us what happened unless I click and it view gallery and cruise through 100 pages and stupid crap.
By the way, I'm not avoiding the Star Trek question. I hate all Star Trek that's not the original series. Let's put it that way, including the movies. I don't like very much. Men are short and the women are tall. Yeah, I wonder why. It's not good. Tom Cruise is minuscule. It looks like 5'6", as I understand it. So,
diagnosed with the disease. What disease? Bowel cancer. Bowel cancer is what got him. I had no idea, guys, and I'm not making fun of. I didn't watch Dawson's Creek, but I did see him in something else, and I thought he was hilarious.
Yeah,
can't remember what it was, but
so Christopher Plummer in Canada, before he became a Hollywood star, was starring in a play. Was starring in Hamlet in Montreal, and he got sick one night, so his understudy had to come in and replace him. And his understudy got such rave reviews that he rushed back with this terrible flu the next night to make sure the understudy didn't become a bigger star than him. You know who the understudy was? Anybody? Anybody care? Shatner. Shatner was once considered a future Olivier, believe it or not.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking, trying to see if I can figure out what that show was. Oh well. It'll come to me at the last moment.
Varsity Blues was the name of the movie. Thank you, Gigi. Varsity Blues. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, James had lost a lot of weight. Well, he had colon rectal. I mean, he had colon cancer, gut cancer. This guy, he had to have lost a crap ton of weight. Tough way to go. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Hate to hear that for his family. I've never heard anything negative about him. So if there is something, I can't comment. Yes. The Witch in apartment 23. Mr. Lee, that's exactly the one I was trying to think of. Show's funny. All right. Now I can quit driving myself crazy. Oh, wait, geez. Look at what time. I had no idea we'd gone this late, guys.
Yeah, we went late.
That's why Tino came jumping in. He was trying to figure out what was going on.
Oh.
He was like, what the hell is this about?
Tina's like, Dad, just scruff me up a little bit. I just want some scruffing.
All right. I don't know whether to laugh at this one or just agree with it because it's right. It's a poopy way to go, colon cancer.
It's not funny.
I mean, that's one of those that's you almost have to laugh for graveside humor because it is such a brutally tough way to go. I mean, brutally tough way to go.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Mike, it's good to see you. Congratulations to your Seahawks. Look forward to the RV this weekend so you can buy them next week.
Yes. You and me we'll be partners together.
Yeah. All right.
And then we'll fix the Steelers when they come on the market.
All right. Now we're talking. Oh, we're gonna make football great again. Well, the entire community will chip in and we'll just buy all the teams.
Then we can decide who wins each year.
Yes. Be part of the cabal. All right, fine. The Steelers. No, the Steelers could make the Super Bowl this year, but they're not going to be allowed to win it again. They have to lose one more, before they
get a better idea. Let's just start a competing league and throw the money behind it. There's been so many out there that almost succeeded.
We'll buy the XFL or the UFL.
Buy the XFL, right? And just
there you go.
Rather than spend billions of dollars for a team, what it would cost to buy one team, we'll crank an entire league.
There you go.
And come on, the more as they continue to do these entertainment choices, they continue to do these ad choices, these woke things, everything else. I mean, they're killing themselves.
Right. And we'll just play on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights during the regular season. And because there's no football, there's no NFL on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays will be our UFXL games.
I like the idea. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Zester, anything you want to add in closing?
No. I think that's all of it. I'm excited though that this week we've been a little less. It's been a little less crazy than last week. So it's been.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been just crazy. The world has been upside down, guys. Try to stay sane, or ladies too.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. I'm going away, guys. Love you, mean it. See ya. Mods, take care.